Hello, mic check, mic check. Hello, Jason. Welcome, mate. First as always. Oh dear, first as always. Nothing new. Welcome, mate. Right, how we all doing tonight? Phil, welcome, mate. Cheap ass, welcome, buddy. He's always first, yeah. Mate, he's got trigger finger as soon as he hears how I'm going live. How's it going, Keith? Welcome, mate. Consoles, welcome, mate. Consoles, is that you, Chris? How's it going, John? Welcome, mate. Retro, how is it doing? Just done a port on Xbox One S, no need the retimer to do as low resolution. Just done one myself. Literally just done one myself. In fact, there's the chip. Yoink. How's it going, one up? Oh, tooth extraction, nice. iFix is Chris, yeah, I thought he was, yeah. How's it going, Andrew? Welcome, mate. Micro, Storm. Kev, welcome. How are we all doing then? Hope we're all well. Yeah, so I just timed myself. I was passing about and I just timed myself doing retimer on an Xbox One S, and it took me 23 minutes with disassembly, replacing the retimer, service, reassembly, and testing. 23 minutes off camera. How's it going, Andy? Welcome, mate. A little bit of an earlier stream tonight. I'm working on a 1980s dictaphone. Nice. Oh, shoot, I forgot to get a battery for my multimeter. I've got one in the house, I just forgot to get it. Well, I'll just do what I've been doing for the past couple of days and then just keep swapping backwards and forwards between batteries. To be honest, I haven't really used my multimeter much. I haven't really used it much. I don't really use it that often when I'm off camera, to be honest. I see, because I've worked on so many of these now, it's like kind of like second nature. Just do what I think is best. Like no power on a PS4, just change the safe bridge, that sort of thing. So it's like, yeah, I just don't really use my multimeter that often. How's it going, Walkman? Welcome, mate. And Joe, call Guinness. I'll rate you. Did I get new solder? No, I did not, mate. Not yet. Not yet. I'm still struggling. Still chugging along. How's it going, Martin? Welcome from Slovakia, mate. And Jasper, welcome. How much do I have to charge to fix PS4 disk drive not reading disk? It depends on the issue, mate. It depends on what's causing it to not read a disk. It could be a fuse, in which case I just charge like £30. If it's the laser that needs replacing, then I charge £50 for the original PS4s. If it's the entire disk drive that needs replacing, I charge £70 because they're more expensive. The disk drives are pretty expensive, to be honest. An entire disk drive for a PS4 original costs I think it's £45. So it's like it's really expensive just for the disk drive. How's it going, Dejected? Welcome, mate. Do I think repairing consoles is better than repairing iPhones? It's easier. I've done iPhone repairs. I've done like Samsung repairs and stuff. To be honest, I'm not a fan. Like just because of how small everything is, I can do it, but I just don't really like to. I could drop you some off if you need to. I should be alright for now, mate. I should be fine for now. I mean, I've got that crappy solder, but like this one here, but it's not the best. Interesting name for the video, junk. Yeah. Well, this is no power, so yeah. This one should be nice and easy though, because it's an actual no pairing, not a beep on beep off. So yeah, better time for me. What's your time, mate? Price of disc drives used have gone up. Yeah, they're like, I think they're like £35 for a used one. I replaced one the other day and I had to charge £70 for it because it was the entire drive that needed replacing. Famous last words. Oh, I always do it, mate. Don't worry about that. I always say it's going to be easy and then it turns out to be a pain in the backside. But yeah, good news. I've got my PS5. So I'm going to be doing some videos on the PS5 tomorrow. I did get the email, mate. Yes. Oh, sorry, no, hang on. No, different person, sorry. Nintendo Switch Lite chip. What's that about, mate? I'm not sure. I don't think I've got that one. Sorry, I thought you was someone else then for a second. How's it going, Brian? Donald, Travis, welcome. And Ryan as well, welcome, mate. Sorry I haven't seen your name there. Lee, welcome. Right, yeah, so this one is complete no power. I have just checked it in the house. I've got two. Well, I've got an original Xbox One behind me, which I haven't actually checked. But this one, I've just checked and it's complete no power, so yeah, completely dead. I did just check it in the house because I didn't want to do what I keep doing and picking one up and it turns out to be a wrong description. So this is completely and utterly dead, complete no power. So should be interesting. Oh yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, yeah. I like to try and stream early, but the problem is my son doesn't go to sleep till 7 o'clock. So before 7 is virtually impossible for me. Right, so this is complete no power. So I'm gonna take a look and see what's going on. I need a new prying tool because this one's, well, the rubber's starting to slide. Ugh. Why do people leave these stickers on? Oh, your warranty's void, mate. It's obviously been opened. Oh well. There you go. That's better. Have I got internal fuses? Do you mean the Xbox? There are fuses on here, but not for power as far as I know. Right. As far as I know, I've never come across a fuse that's blown because of a no power, which is causing a no power. In fact, that being said, I've never come across a blown fuse on an Xbox One, ever. So, yeah, a bit odd that. There are fuses on here. I've seen fuses on the board, but I've just never come across one that's blown. So maybe they're like MacBooks where they just don't blow. Bit like any shitty girlfriend, though, he's just don't blow. Ha! Thank you, Michael. Thank you, mate. Just getting into the business side of repairs for TV and console. Doing it for myself for 10 plus years. Good price range for micro soldering. That depends. I mean, it depends on the area. So it depends on where you live, skill level. I mean, you say you've been doing it for 10 plus years, so I'm imagining you've got enough experience where you can justify a higher price. But it all depends what your customers are going to be willing to pay, because like, let's say for example in New York, I mean I'm obviously from the UK, but let's say for example in New York people are paying you know, like 200-300 US for basic repairs, well, basic micro soldering repairs, you know, like replacing SMCs and PMICs and stuff like that. But then here in the UK you've got no chance. You've got no chance of someone paying that kind of price for micro soldering in this country. See, I charge around about £1 a minute, which is around about 125 US per minute. How's it going, Steve? Welcome, bud. And ours as well. Welcome, Mike and Fawaz. Taking off the sticker doesn't void your warranty. Yes, there is. Well, see, the thing with warranty, I mean, this is obviously out of warranty anyway. These consoles are, you know, like about 7 years old now. I can't remember when they exactly come out, but in terms of warranty, at least in this country, I'm not sure about any other country, but at least in the UK, the manufacturer, if you, let's say for example, you send your console to me for no display, and I fix a no display, it works fine, and then all of a sudden it has no power. So the manufacturer, to void the warranty, the manufacturer has got to categorically prove beyond a reasonable doubt that what the last person who went inside the console did, or the user, has caused that specific issue at that specific time. So basically, if, let's say for example, I replace a retimer and then it has no power, that's generally going to be unlinked. It's generally not going to be linked to the no power issue. So that couldn't just say, oh well, someone's replaced a retimer, we're voiding your warranty. They've got to give you a reason why they're voiding the warranty, and they've got to say exactly why the original repair has caused that issue. So they can't just say, oh yeah, it's caused that issue. They've got to actually give an explanation as to how. Or at least that's as far as I'm aware. And the warranty stickers, they're not valid anymore anyway. Like, they don't put warranty stickers on these days anyway. I think PlayStation still do, but Xbox don't. They just put white stickers on the Xbox Series S. I'm not sure what they put on the Series X, but they just put a clear white, a normal white sticker on the Series S now. How's it going, Chandler? Welcome, mate. And DJ, welcome, buddy. Welcome back. Good to have you back, mate. From sunny South Africa. Nice. It definitely ain't sunny here. Oh, I wish it was sunny here. Yeah, but going back to the how much the charge. I mean, generally my prices are in the range of around about £1 a minute. It seems high, but it's actually not. I'm actually cheaper than most shops in the UK. And especially for my experience, I mean, because I work pretty much solely on consoles, my experience in these particular devices, I could probably charge more. And I am going to be charging more for the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X because they're obviously more expensive to buy. So if I damage something, I've got to replace it, and I've got to be able to try and at least offset that a little bit. So prices are going to be going up by like £5 to £10 per job, which, to be fair, it's not a lot. It's not a big increase for a console that's still £500. Like if someone brought a PS5 to me with an encoder issue, let's say for example when I can get the encoder, that costs like £30. I'll probably only charge £80, £90 to replace it. I mean the PS5 as well. The problem with the PS5 is there's a shit ton of screws. There's a lot of screws, so you got to account for that as well. I've got a feeling this has been water damaged and someone's cleaned it. Want more sort of repairs? I'm a console repair technician, mate. I don't work on anything else. Not really. I do the odd thing, but I just don't. My expertise lies in consoles, so I don't really even get any requests for anything else other than consoles, because that's just where I've built my business. around console repairs, because that's what I enjoy doing. So I haven't really. I mean, if someone asks me to repair something, as long as it's financially viable to do it and economically viable to do it, then I'll do it. But you know, I don't really get them kind of requests. Like, for example, phones. I don't get a lot of phone repair requests. It's very rare I get a phone repair request. I have got a laptop with no power which I need to work on for a video, which a friend of mine drops off. How's it going, Retro? Welcome, mate. Yeah, exactly. There's a shed load of screws in the PS5. 60 screws, I think, to get the motherboard out. I am going to be making a video tomorrow. I've just filmed one video doing a connector replacement on a Nintendo Switch. Tomorrow I'm going to be filming a video on reasons why I think the PS5 is going to fail and reasons why I believe Sony are aware of it. So hopefully I'll get that video out tomorrow at some point. I don't know when I'll get the Switch video out, but I'll get the I'll definitely be getting the PS5 video recorded first thing in the morning. I haven't. Well, I've set my own PS5 up, but I haven't actually messed around with it or anything. All I've done is just install the software. Well, not install the software, run through the setup. I hate these things. Hate them. Hate getting these power supplies out of here. But yeah, if people send other jobs in, I'm happy to work on them. But it's got to be financially viable. It's got to be worth it from a business standpoint, because I can't say to someone, like, I'll do you, let's say for example, I don't know, iPhone 6 TriStar replacement, for example. I can't say to someone, I'll do you an iPhone 6 TriStar replacement for £20 just to be able to get extra content, because I've got to be able to prioritise my time, if that makes sense. Obviously, I run a business, and I run a repair business, and YouTube is a side project at the minute. At the minute, YouTube is a side project. Until YouTube can provide for my family, it's a side project. But at the minute, YouTube doesn't pay nowhere near enough to pay the bills. I probably need I'd say about 5 times as many subscribers to be able to even get close to being able to earn a living off YouTube. Probably need to be on about 100,000 subscribers, I'll be honest. About 100,000 subscribers and probably around about 30,000 to 40,000 views a day is what's needed to be able to get a half decent living off YouTube. There we go. How's it going, 2020? Welcome, mate. The Tironi lads. No, never heard of them, mate. How's it going, Captech? Welcome, bud. Pop. Pop. So much easier. Oh, nice micro. Yeah, I'm good, thanks, Steve, yeah. Right, okay, so first thing we're going to do then is check for a short on the 12-volt rail. And I would, except I need a multimeter battery. Yeah, I agree though, Micro. It's nice to work on something different once in a while, but you know, you've got to be able to, when you're running a business as well, you've got to be able to justify what time you spend on other devices. I mean, I'd love to just be able to say, yeah, I'll do that just for a YouTube video on different stuff every day, but I still have to prioritise. Actual, you know, stuff that's actually going to feed my kids. So, you know, it's one of them things. It's a catch-22 really, because I want to be able to create more content and more unique content, but at the same time, I've got to be able to feed my kids. Right, I need to go and get a battery, I think, because I think I've killed all of these batteries. Thinking about making some videos. Go for it, mate. I'll say go for it. What overhead camera? It's my Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra, mate. And I'll just use software to stream it over USB to the computer. Yeah, that tool is pretty cool, to be honest. A viewer sent that in. It's gonna make me sound really, really bad, but I can't actually remember who it was that sent it in. I've had it for quite a while, and I've found it down the back of the desk this afternoon. But yeah, it is a really handy tool. I need to go and get a battery, guys. I'll be back in a minute. Unfortunately, I keep leaving my multimeter on, and I have to buy 2 batteries a week. Was it actually you, Sherlock? Or did an iPhone 6 Plus screen instead of 6S Plus? Oh, I might have done that before. McDonald's arrived. Nice. Nice. Yeah, it is. How's it going, Jinxie? Welcome. And Jaden as well. Yeah, it is a really, really, really handy tool. Really handy tool. It's from Team Executor, if anyone's wondering. Team Executor. Okay. So that's it there. It's just a prying tool. And you just like pop. Oh, you worked for Team Executor. Nice. If you've got the link, mate, feel free to post it in the chat. Is it just teamexecutor.com? Actually, I'll look for it because it might not let you post it. Oh, did they get arrested? Whoops. Rewind to recover audio. I'm not sure what you mean, mate. How's it going, Jared? Welcome. I think they've gone. Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, it's a really handy tool to have, though. Very handy indeed. So, thanks for that, mate. Yeah, only mods can. I think, actually, I don't even think mods can post links. Oh, shoot. I keep pressing the, keep pressing on the Stream Deck. Whoops. Oh, thanks to Jason's Electronics Repair for this, by the way. For this Stream Deck. This is absolutely awesome. I've even got a separate folder for editing. Separate folder just for editing. Thank you, Jody, for the £2, mate. I appreciate that. Thanks, buddy. Right. Yeah, I need a battery, so I'll be back in a sec. Oh, mods can post links. Okay, fair enough. Right. Back shortly. Oh, wow. Oh, dear. Hello, Sarah. Again. Right, brand new battery for the multimeter. Interesting, there's quite a few people buying these from the links in the descriptions. These multimeters seem to be rather popular. Quite a few people buying them from the links in the descriptions, which is cool to see. It's pretty cool to see. Let's actually have a look how many people have ordered one of these in the past month. Or from my link, rather. Amazon Associates. Report. I think it's got to be close to 10 now. Oh no, it isn't. Okay, it's only saying 2 now. I'm pretty sure he said way more than that. Weird. I don't know. King Boa Mate, 7 people have ordered that. 5 people have ordered isopropyl alcohol. 1 person's ordered a Hacko. Oh no, sorry, it's saying 3. It's saying 3 people have ordered the multimeter. Odd. I thought it was more than that. Sarah, did you just ignore me? How's it going, Paddy? Welcome, mate. Right, so let's see if there's any short on the 12 volt rail on this. So, 1 probe on ground. And interestingly enough, no. No short on 12 volt, but we don't have any power. So the question is, why don't we have any power? Huh. Right, let me test another power supply. Let me just double check. It's going to be pretty boring if this is just a power supply issue. Where's my... There it is. Nope. Right, okay. So that means we don't have 5 volt. Let me just double check that we've got voltage coming out of this power supply. Just want to make sure. So that's ground. 12 volts, yeah. Good. Okay, so just triple check that. Yeah, so no short on 12 volts. Well, that's interesting because it's complete no power, so that's a little bit odd. Usually we have a short on 12 volt, so I'm going to inject voltage anyway. If I can untangle my breakout cable. I kind of cut it because it was in my way. So yeah. Now I've just got to reconnect it up every time I need it. Oh dear. I'm going to be remaking it soon anyway, and making putting all my breakout cables onto headphone jacks, onto a 3.5mm jack. Right. As long as them wires don't touch each other, it's fine. And we'll start with 2.5 volts. Let's see if we get any current draw. Nope. 4.5. No. No, absolutely nothing. Even moving up to 12 volts. No standby voltage. Alright. So we have no standby voltage. Actually, let's test for some voltage rails. So let me pop the multimeter on the screen, so bear with me. Yeah, it's no power, Jessica. Welcome, by the way. Could still be a faulty FET. It could be, mate, yeah. It could be. Right, so I've just got to load up the PC the multimeter software. Set port to COM6. There we go. Sweet. I haven't used that for quite a while, to be honest. Right. Alright, so I've got 12 volts. Let me just double check that. 12 volts, yep, 12.07, that's fine. Never mind, hang on. No, scratch that. Forget that. Let me pop under the scope. As soon as I get my eyes on it. This is magic, look, watch this. Hang on, let me set it to the right one on the switch. There you go. Watch this, magic. Boom. Yeah. Love it. We love it. How's it going, Vladimir? Welcome, mate. I don't know, to be honest, mate. I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether it is true RMS or not. I just wanted it for the USB functions, to be honest. So I'm not 100% sure on the exact specs of it and stuff. Right, so exactly as I suspected, someone's cleaned this board. Someone's cleaned this board. So phase one's got some damage. I haven't, mate. To be honest, I haven't had a chance to read emails for a few days, if I'm honest. I've been absolutely off my feet. Right, so I'm just going to scan around this area. What's that? What is this? What are you? Bit of gunk? I don't know. What is this? It's all over everywhere. Could just be dry dust. Yeah, this board's been cleaned. 100%. Looks like watered up dust, yeah. I'm in two minds whether to work on this now. Because this board's definitely been cleaned. Could be these little ICs here, these MOSFET drivers. Right, let me test these resistors. Let me test these resistors. Right, let me get the multimeter on the screen. How's it going, Eloy? Hope I didn't butcher your name there. Okay, yeah, 2 ohms, that's reading fine. Yeah, 2 ohms. You know what, I'm just going to put it in beat mode. It's easier. To desolder the port, I would use 480 degrees, mate. Ugh, this is disgusting. Well, that MOSFET driver is probably gone. Yeah, there's a lot of damage. A lot of damage there. Damn it. Hmm, 34k seems about right. I don't know the exact reading for that resistor. Yeah, this has been pretty badly water damaged and cleaned up, this has. Almost certain of that. So I can replace them MOSFETs and the MOSFET driver ICs and just hope for the best. But other than that, there's not really a lot I'm going to be able to do with this because it's been cleaned up. So I can't see where the damage was, and if there's no short on the 12 volt rail, then it's going to be fairly difficult to find it. I mean, I can inject voltage into the other rails, but I don't really want to, because if I inject voltage into the CPU or into the 1v8 line, it can damage the CPU. So yeah. So even here, this chip here has been known to cause power issues as well. I don't know exactly what it is. It's a weird layout as well. Look, yeah, there's corrosion here, and that chip's been known to cause issues. So I'm going to start with this. I'm going to start with this chip here, because that chip's trolled me a few times in the past. I don't know what that chip is, so please don't ask. If anyone knows, I'd love to know. But that chip there has been known to cause issues. Where's it gone? It's hiding from me now. There's a fuse, by the way, for anyone who was asking. Yeah, there you are. Yeah, so this chip here has been known to cause issues in the past. I don't know what this chip is. I probably did, Jason, yeah. Right, so I'm going to remove this chip. I think it's some sort of MOSFET of some sort, I don't know. Yeah, that's the problem. I cleaned out the water damage. Interesting. Right. I'm going to replace the solder on this. But yeah, I genuinely do not know what this chip does. Ugh. So here's the problem: is going to these areas here. I'm just touching up these joints. There we go. Right, a little tip: never ever solder on top of corrosion. Always clean the board. Always wick it away. There we go. Right, let me just clean that up. Yeah, so basically what I do to solve the corrosion is replace the solder with leaded solder, wick, and then fresh solder down afterwards. Never solder on top of corrosion, because all it'll do is just cause problems in the future. And that is ready for a new chip. Right. Let's get some fresh solder. Cool. Well, I'm going to grab that chip off a donor board. So, like I said, I don't actually know what that chip is, so it's not like I can just go out and buy it. Maybe one day I'll find out. Maybe one day. Right, so let me just have a look at this donor board. Looks good. Yeah, that should be fine. Prepare your wife, she won't stop nagging. I haven't found a fix for mine yet, mate. As soon as I find a fix, I'll let you know. Right. Second one as well. Oh, mate. Well, they do say, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. See, this is so tight getting inside there. And that's what she said before anyone beats me to it. Ha! Right. I'm just going to grab a cap as well. Right. There's that. There is that. So I'm just going to clean this up. A little bit of meltage on the connector, but oh well. Solder looks bad. Yeah, it's shockingly bad, mate. Really is shockingly bad. Right, let's see if we've got any power now, shall we? I know there's no heatsink on. Nope. Just make sure this is reset. Yep, and still nothing. Still nothing. Time to go hunting again. So let me just check. Because after one problem is fixed, it could cause another problem. So have we got a short on 12 volt now? That is the question. Nope. Actually, what's the resistance to ground? Open line apparently. Diode reading. Seems about right. Odd. Right. Back to the drawing board. Okay, so next I'm going to check these MOSFETs. See, I've got a feeling that all of these are going to be bad. Open line. Just as I thought. 0.614. 0.62. These MOSFETs are not going to be showing up as short, that's for sure. 0.614. If these MOSFETs were shorted, then we'd have a short on the 12 volt rail. So yeah, these are not going to show up as short. I'm going to test them anyway, but they're not going to show up short. Yeah, didn't think they would. So I don't think there's anything wrong with the MOSFETs. It could have blown the PMIC, possibly, but I don't think it would have done. I mean, there's no damage to the PMIC either, or at least not anything visible. The only corrosion I've seen was in this corner. I'm almost wondering if this has been in an ultrasonic cleaner, to be honest. Have I screwed up the soldering job on that? Is that a missing trace? Is that a broken trace? I think it might be. It could well be a broken trace. How's it going, Nico? Welcome. Right. Beep mode it is then. Right, so this one should go. Which side? Right, that side. This side here of the cappy ground. So. Yep, that goes there. Hang on a minute. Yeah, a little bit of an early start, mate, yeah. I'm not really looking for any moderators at the minute, mate, to be honest. But I can keep you in mind if I do need any more. Right, let me just sort that wobble out a little bit. Oh, maybe not. It's still wobbly. Well, never mind. I'm not sure if the trace is damaged or not. So that one's visibly there. Let me have a look at the donor board. Top right pin 4 is not connected. Is that no connect or not connected? See, that's the thing, is I don't know what they actually do. Oh yeah, they're not connected. Yeah, you're right. So yeah, so only pin 2, 4 and 5 are meant to be connected on the top row, and 1, 2, 3 and 4 on the bottom. So 2, 4, 5. Hang on. Yeah. All but one of them ones are meant to be connected. Right, let me have a look at this board again. Just double check it. Nah, the traces are fine. I think them traces are fine. Right, well, this is where, well, I think is where 1v8 is generated. But that's not for standby. That's for CPU, I think. So that roll of solder in the bin, yeah. It's a piece of shit, but just like your name, I'm a cheap ass tech. Nice to see you back. Cheers, mate. Thanks a lot, bud. How's it going, Tiago? Welcome, mate. Right. There's something missing somewhere. The problem is, it literally is going to be like trying to find a needle in an haystack because the board's been cleaned. Injecting voltage isn't going to work because it's not shorted, so that's not an option. Oh dear. Well, Unless I find something pretty soon, I'm just going to declare this no fix. Yeah, there's no other visible signs. Although but mind you, this is disk drive power. The controller is still turned on. There is that one. That's well, this is disk drive power. This is hard drive power. So that would still turn on. Damn it, I keep going out of focus. Sorry guys. My bad. Ah, hello. Hello. Hmm, 2000 ohms seems normal. Tight as a duck's arse. Yep. Right, so the interesting thing is we do have some damage here, but again, I don't think that would cause no power. I honestly don't think that would cause no power. .906, yeah, that seems about normal. I think this is beyond economical repair, to be honest. There's a lot. If I get this working, there's a lot of components that we're probably going to need replacing. Like just around the disk drive and the hard drive alone. Like all of these MOSFETs, everywhere there's power, it looks like water's been. Yeah, I'm thinking just declare this no fix. What do you guys think? So blatant liquid damage. Blatant. All the way around. This has been in an ultrasonic cleaner. You can't work on boards when it's been ultrasonic cleaned. I'm literally just guessing. So I'm thinking just call it quits. There's too many components need replacing. It's been ultrasonic cleaned, or at least cleaned. For all I know, there could be corrosion. In fact, yeah. Look at the south bridge. Visible signs of liquid on the south bridge. Throwing in the rubbish. Yeah, I'm thinking that, mate. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not wasting any more time on this. No. Sorry, guys. And girls. I'm not wasting any more time on that one. I can't. It's a waste of time. It's been ultrasonic cleaned and I'm literally just going to be guessing. So, and there's an ant on there, lovely. See if I can get that. Say hello to the little bug. Still alive. No, that could have come out of the workshop. That's one of the problems with working down the bottom of the garden. Yeah, I'm not wasting any more time on that. It's not worth it. On to the next one. What is it? I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, it's not even beyond economical. It's not even BER. It's a waste. It's just a waste of time. Like, even if I get it working, like you said, it's beyond economical repair. Even if I get it to turn on, I'm still going to have to replace half of the disk drive circuit, half of the hard drive circuit to even get power to the disk drive and hard drive. So it's a complete and utter waste of time. And then on top of that, like, I'm literally just guessing as to what the problem could be because it's been cleaned. This is why you don't clean a motherboard before you work on it. Like, I've got a feeling someone's already another technician's already had a look at this. I don't think it's going to be a user. I think another technician's already had a look at this and they've ultrasonic cleaned it. But here's the thing. Don't clean the board before you've at least taken pictures of where all the corrosion is. At least. And the reason for that, if you was working on a murder investigation, you wouldn't clean the blood up before you start trying to find evidence. You wouldn't disinfect the building before you try and find your evidence. That's literally the exact same scenario. You don't clean the board before you try and find the fault. Only clean the board once it turns on, in my opinion. And time is money, yes, exactly. Yeah, I don't get paid, no. That's the problem. I could sit here for 2 hours trying to find the issue, replace half of the stuff on the board, and judging by what the safe bridge looks like as well, there's going to be corrosion under the safe bridge, which means it'd need a replacement safe bridge as well. And the costs when it comes to that are racking up, like to the point where it's not worth it. Send it to your friend Mr. Bodden. I'll send it to Adam and Toy too. Oh dear. How long do I take to respond to an email? It depends, mate, to be honest. I mean, at the minute, very slow, I'll be honest. How's it going, Pantelli? Welcome, mate. Oh, yeah, Sarah's making me a coffee. You'd have to come and get a cup, Sarah. I've got 3 next to me. Look. 1. 2. 3. Told you, I'm a lazy technician. But yeah, no, I won't get paid for this job now. But it is what it is. That's just part of the job. When you work on a no fix, no fee policy, it's just the way it goes sometimes. But it's annoying when you get one that's been worked on and you haven't been told. Like, the customer could have told, like, because this has come from Console Repair London. But Console Repair London doesn't know that it's been worked on. It's not his fault. The customer could have said, oh, it's been somewhere else. And then I'd have probably refused it from the get-go and not wasted an hour. Or however long I've been working on it. Like 50 minutes. Literally just wasted 50 minutes scanning over the board. Got a coffee up there, thanks. Keeps you in check. Yeah, it really does. When you're working no fix, no fee, you have to consider how long you're spending on them. My general rule, if I can't find the issue in the first hour, it's probably not worth fixing. Or at least it's not worth me fixing, because by the time I've spent that first hour, it's generally racked up around about £50 to £60 in repairs, plus parts. So it's just not worth any more time. That's just when you have to cut your losses and say no, it's just not worth it. Alright, so I'll get this back together and then go and grab my coffee I've got another no power Xbox anyway to work on, and a no power PS4, but probably won't have time to work on another 2 no powers tonight. So what I'll probably do is work on the other no power Xbox in a sec. As long as it's not a beep on beep off, I can't be bothered to do a beep on beep off tonight. So as long as it's not a beep on beep off, I'll work on that, and then I'll probably just do a retimer job or something. And I've got 2 more retimer jobs in the queue in London's queue. Right, this is the customer's power supply. I know that because it was inside the case. No sugar. Ugh. Disgusting. Bedtime soon. I wish. I have to work late just to entertain the viewers. Oh, I wish it was bedtime. Come on, sit in your spot. Thank you. Ugh. So awkward doing this one-handed. Trying to hold all the parts together while you're doing it. You only have to hold it in while you get 1 screw in each component. Just to line everything up. So you got like the disk drive, the hard drive, and then the power supply, and then everything lines up properly then. Might as well put that one in. There you go. Now I can let go. Entertain me, Phil, entertain me. Let me entertain you. I can't sing, but I don't care, because 99% of the world can't, so I'm no different from most people. You make you look untidy. Cheers, mate. Nice one. Thanks for that. Not got a short but high resistance on the 12 volt. Any suggestions? It's hard to say. It's hard to say, mate, without seeing the board. See, that's the problem. Is to really be able to diagnose it. I've got to be able to see it and know the history, or at least know the history of it. And the first thing to do is probably to check the voltage rails. I mean, if you've got really high resistance, chances are You might have an issue with one of the resistors on the 3 rails down here. One of those resistors could have gone bad or going bad. But then there's a massive, there's a massive amount of components how it could potentially be. That's the problem. So without being able to do what I've pretty much just done, like scanning the board for like signs of corrosion, signs of damaged components, that sort of stuff, it's really hard to diagnose it not on the spot, because it's not a specific issue like a no display or something. Like if it was specific, like short on 12 volt, I'd say check your MOSFETs or inject voltage. But if you've just got really high resistance, then the chances are it could be any one of hundreds of resistors or bad components. How's it going, Stephen? Welcome, mate. Extra factor. How's it going, Murphy? Welcome. But yeah, the first place I'd check is probably those resistors that I tested on the voltage rails down the side. If those resistors are bad, specifically the one on the bottom and the one in the middle, the one above the MOSFET is kind of irrelevant, but if any of those resistors are bad, then the chances are you've probably got a bad MOSFET driver IC as well, because they do kind of act like a fuse when they go bad. How's it going, Ken? Welcome, mate. Yes, there is actually. I got the battery today, so I'll get that done first thing in the morning for you, mate, and get it posted out before midday if that's any good to you. Yeah, that battery turned up today, along with my PS5. It's been an absolute nightmare getting mail, I'll be honest. I've tried to send Jason something as well, and that got sent frigging back. Hate MOSFETs. I quite like them. They're really easy to fix. The good thing about MOSFETs is it's obvious when they've gone bad, because they're always shorted, or most of the time. Right, there we go. Just for the record, no, I haven't replaced the thermal paste because it's dead anyway. So yeah, I'm not going to replace the thermal paste. How's it going, Kiki? Welcome, mate. Just double confirm. Yeah, dead. I'd say there's probably corrosion under the safe bridge on this, and that's probably what's stopping the 5 volt standby from getting through. But it is what it is. They're not always fixable, and even it could have been fixable if someone hadn't cleaned it, because I would have actually been able to see what was going on. Shorted or blown to smithereens. Yeah, I've had a few crispy ones, mate. I've had a few crispy ones. And send the PS5 as well. I only paid 250 quid total for that with import fees. How's it going, Dave? Welcome, mate. Good to see some familiar faces and some new ones. Right. 186 viewers. Right. 186 of you. Don't forget to hit like and stick with me while I go and grab my coffee and take this one back in the house. How's it going, Termination? Welcome, mate. Right, I'll be back in a minute, everyone. I'm just going to go take this back in the house and grab my coffee. Actually, now's a good time to show you this. Check this out. This is what time it is. This is what time it is. Oh yeah. Don't blow a light. I'll be back in a sec. Damn it, I forgot the ticket. Hello. Need a coffee machine in my studio. I've got a coffee machine. I don't use it though. Right. Right, I'll catch up on chat quickly. Oh, let me put the mic back on. The state of that just off that one board. Literally off one board. How the hell? Right. Turn that off. There we go. How much do I earn from YouTube? It varies each month, to be honest. On average, around about £500, I think, something like that. Yeah, but it varies depending on how many videos I produce, to be honest, and what kind of videos. Like, for example, the PS5 video I posted a couple of weeks ago is doing really well. That's earned about £70, which is pretty good for one of my videos. Anything I've missed? How's it going, Steve? Welcome, mate. Can we get 100 likes before we get back? Nope. 57. Oh dear. Yeah, it's well, I mean, so I'm more than happy to show my dashboard. In fact, I can just go like this, and then I'll open it up. Yeah, so 585 in the last 28 days. I think last month was £900. Yeah, so that was last month, but then that's only been the past couple of months. That's only been the past couple of months. I mean, the last withdrawal I made was in December for £400, so it's really not a lot. And if you look at the recent transactions, yeah, February the 1st to the 28th, 673 was the starting balance. Ending balance was £14.99. So £825 from earnings on YouTube. And then January, 430. So, I mean, it varies each month. It really does depend. I mean, it's good money. It's nice, but it's, you know. How does that YouTube Premium payout translate to creators? Let me have a look. I don't really check it, to be honest. I just check what I'm earning. So monetization. So here's a breakdown of my. Actually, let me have a look. Actually, I don't know what I can show on this. Hang on. I don't know what, because there is some parts of the analytics that I can't show. I'm not allowed by, according to YouTube rules. So I'm not going to show the analytics page because I don't know what I can and can't show off that. I know I can discuss my revenue, but estimated ad revenue for the last 28 days is £380.50. Transaction revenue is £137, and YouTube Premium is £67.44. So yeah, it's around about 10 to 12% of total revenue. Transaction revenue is donations, and I can show memberships. I can show channel members. So I can switch to desktop. Boop. How cool is that? Yeah, so I've got 43 channel members. So that's one at £22.99 per month, 10 at £4.99 a month, and then 32 at £1.99 a month. But I lose 30% to YouTube off that. But then on top of that, I get money off Amazon affiliates, some Amazon affiliates links, and then channel sponsors as well. I threatened to leave my channel sponsor because we had an agreement in place, because they was paying me $70 per video. they was paying me $70 per video for when I had 5,000 subscribers, and they said to me, when I get to 12,500 subscribers, they was going to up it. And then I messaged them and said, look, I'm at 12,500 subscribers, can we renegotiate the contract? And they said no. So I sent them an email straight back and I said, look, I'm not being funny, but I've got it in writing. We agreed. That was part of the contract. I'm no longer going to be promoting your services. And they emailed back and said it was a mistake and that I am entitled to more. And now they're paying me $150 per video, which I think is fair. I mean, I haven't done any sponsorships for them since. Apparently someone who was new emailed me back and said that I wasn't entitled to more money for the videos. So yeah, I don't know. It's one of them. Must be a lot of people with premium. I don't know, because I don't know where it actually breaks down. I think people's YouTube premium gets split between how many videos they watch. I'm not sure. But to be fair, I mean, I'm going to be honest. The channel members. Like one channel member at £1.99 per month pays for more than what they will watch in content, unless I'm watching like one video 1,000 times. Like a £1.99 per month channel sponsor is paying more or giving me more than what they will get for than what I will get for them watching the videos, which is why when I've got a channel member, I'll do ad-free videos until it gets released to the public. Videos are a lot of work. They really are, mate. Yeah. I'm actually editing one now. I'm actually editing one now for the Nintendo Switch with the connector I replaced earlier. So, well, not now. I mean, I was editing one earlier on. I started editing it and then I went live. But it should be a little bit better streamlined soon. If you look at the Stream Deck, I've got an editing option. So this is a folder, and then that gives me like removing audio. What's that one there? That one's to split. That one's for crop and zoom. That's actually a task switch button, so I can just switch tasks on demand. Just a task switch button for the PC. That's to play the video, and that's to crop something, I think. Yeah, to crop something. Yeah. Then I can just go back. So it should be a little bit better streamlined. What do I use for editing? Wondershare Film Order. Can't mod that YouTube client. To be honest, there's quite a lot of people that use YouTube Advanced. It doesn't bother me. I don't really do it for the money at the minute. Like I said, one day I do want it to become a full-time job, but at the minute it's not a full-time job, so I'm not really bothered. Can I make a video on how to use the Stream Deck? There should be some videos on YouTube. To be honest, last time I did a video on how to on video creation related stuff, I think it got something like 200 views total. So it's a little bit difficult to justify spending 2 hours making a video for that just to get 200 views. Eddie, if you put it this way, if you've got a video that's an hour long, assign 3 hours for editing. That's all I can say. Assign 3 hours for editing a 1 hour video. And then there's the encoding thing as well. It's nice sometimes when you can do like a one-shot, one-take video. But then most of the time it's going to take you at least 3 times as long as the video actually is to be able to edit it. It's a bit of a pain in the backside, but I enjoy making them. I enjoy doing videos, so. Right, so let's remove the next ticket. And let's work on an original Xbox One. I don't see many of these anymore. Someone's been resting the cup on this, so I've got a feeling it's going to be liquid damaged. But this apparently is no power again. I think. No, I don't know actually. It just says free. Just says free inspection, so I don't actually know. But I think it's no power. Console Repair London got in touch with me and said, "Oh, I've left one as free inspection, but I think it's no power." So I don't know. It could be. It could be no power. But let's test it anyway. Yeah, the Stream Deck is really easy to edit. Really easy to work with the software. It's literally drag and drop. Well, I'm just grabbing my Xbox One power brick. I haven't used this for a while, so it's tucked at the back. Like I said, I don't really see many of these anymore. It's not even plugged in. I don't really see a lot of these. No one really wants to repair them these days because they're all waiting for the new consoles, to be honest. So no one really wants them repairing. It's very rare. Did the microwave video do any good? I haven't checked on it for a while. I know it didn't earn much money, but I haven't checked on it for a while. Let me check on that. Let's have a look. Content. The 60-second video did 4,500 views. 2,200 views on the microwave wire one. And that paid... I know it didn't pay as much as the other ones. That's paid £5.67 for 2,000 views. £5.67 for 2,000 views. But then another video with similar views, hard drive BIOS chip swap, that has paid £4.54 for similar views. So they don't pay much per video. It really doesn't. But then a PS4 Pro damaged disk drive ribbon cable, 2,600 views, and that paid £10.71. So you can see why I choose to do the console repair videos rather than random electronics, because they don't pay a lot of money at all. And like I said, I know I don't do it just for the money, but obviously the money helps to justify the time. But when you spend like 2-3 hours working on a video and you only get paid like £10, it's not really justifiable. But I do it mainly because I enjoy it. Yeah, I actually gave my brother-in-law my Forza Edition console. They're really nice. Yeah, the spares and repairs prices have gone stupid. Yeah. Xbox One, because most of the games are not compatible. Yeah, that's the problem. I haven't got any consoles. In fact, I sold my Switch the other day to my sister. I don't get time to play them. Sorry, I have. I've got a PS5. Sorry, it got delivered today. I forgot. Sorry. How do you get away with sitting in your shed at night? Well, I'm earning money, you know, so it's kind of. I mean, I can't do this kind of work in the house because of the fumes and stuff, and it's not really worth me hiring or renting out a unit or anything because, you know, I can do everything from here. So, yeah, Sarah understands that I'm earning money. Right, so let's see what's going on with this thing, because I don't actually know what's wrong with it. Ugh, it's going to be a beep on, beep off. Oh no, hang on. Okay, that's turning on. Odd. So why is it being sent in? That's turning on, but why is it being sent in? Is it displaying? Could you show the power brick? It won't reach, mate. It's a really short. It's a really short cable. Right. Well, this is in 640 by 480. oh, you want to see the light on it when I power it on? It goes white. It's literally at full stretch, but it goes white when I power it on. I'll turn it off and turn it back on in a second and show you the light sequence. I should be able to get it from there, but it goes white when it's turned on. I quite like these. I've got a feeling this is not displaying in 1080p, which is a nightmare to do. Food's done. Oh, okay. I'll be in a minute. Right, let me just sync a controller. This one might be interesting. It might be not displaying in 1080p. Thank you, Studio. I appreciate that, mate. Yeah, so it's only recognising in 1080 but in 640 by 480. Interesting. Okay, well, food's done. So I'm going to go and take a quick 10-minute break. That's only displaying in 640 by 480, so that's interesting. That's going to be an interesting one. But yeah, let me just show this quickly. Right, so let me just drain the power from the brick, because there's still power in it. Even though I've unplugged it, it's still holding a bit of power. So let me just plug that into there, drain that power. There you go. Right, so when I plug it in, this is an original Xbox One power brick, by the way, genuine power brick. I don't use any kind of third-party ones. So it goes orange when you first plug the power brick in, and then when you plug the main power in, it goes white, and then it'll just turn on. If the light goes out, then you've usually got a short on 12 volts. Usually, if the light goes out. Right, I'm going to go and eat my food, ladies and gents. I'll be back in about 10 to 15 minutes. So if you do want to leave while I'm gone, that's absolutely cool. But I'll be back in about 10 to 15 minutes. Egg and chips is for dinner. But yeah, I'll be back in 10-15. Ciao. Hello. Mic check, mic check. Right. Bear with me a second. Just gotta set my phone back up. Door opens. Right. How's it going, everyone? Good eggs. Yeah, I like eggs. Good old-fashioned egg and chips. I'm easily pleased. Very easily pleased. How's it going, One Up? Welcome, mate. I actually need to create your. I actually need to edit that video I did for you, mate. That repair I did for you. I'll get to it eventually. Right. How many viewers did we lose? Quite a few. Never mind. I'm sure I'll be back. Right, so let's get on with this then. Oh, mate, Cressy did this. What's that? I've never heard of that. How to set off an omelette. I quite like omelettes actually as well. Yeah, that video should be alright. Actually, how long is that video? How long did it take me to do that repair? I know that video is the entire reason I run out of solder. I'm not even joking. Oh dear, I'm really not even joking. It's 1 hour and 6 minutes long, unedited. 1 hour and 6 minutes long, unedited. Nah, it's all good, mate. I was low anyway. The thing is, I have actually got some more solder somewhere. I've got some 0.8mm Atom solder, and I just do not know where the hell I've put it. But never mind. Right, so if you was here before the break, this is only displaying in 640 by 480, which is rather odd for an original Xbox One. I have come across it once before though. Interestingly, the HDMI port looks damaged, so I don't know if that's going to come across on camera. But it looks like the port itself is splitting, so it could well just be a port. But then at the same time, the top of the case has got a cut mark on it, so it could be liquid damage. I come across it once before, and I ended up having to replace every component on the HDMI around the HDMI circuit. Oh dear, this is going to be fun. Oh dear, look at the state of it. You had a curry, nice. This. Why do people do this? This has been opened. Look, this has been opened before and it hasn't been cleaned. What the hell? Why do they do it? Like, very clearly this has either never been cleaned or it's been a long time since it has. One thing I hate about these is getting into this bit here. It gets annoying sometimes. I'm tapping up there with bother to roll for you. Nice. Oh, damn it, I always forget that. Always. Right. Oh, this is filthy. What the hell? Come on. Clean your damn console, people. I'll check to see if I haven't got an NVG 001 board to hand, so I don't know what APU model number it is. The only PS4 Pro APU stencil I've got, no, that's a 90026G. That's a PS4 original. I think it's a 42G. I'm not sure. I honestly don't know where it is at the minute. It's in a box. I haven't got it on the desk, mate, because I've never used it. I'm pretty sure it's a 42G that I've got a stencil for. I think that's the only one. I think. %90 of the console. Jesus. Ugh, luckily I've never come across one with roaches yet. Luckily. Not yet. But this one's disgusting. I've had cat piss. In fact, I've still got that console. She never collected it. She never collected it. What was the most disgusting thing to repair you wish you'd never... cat piss. Yeah, cat piss. Definitely. Yeah, so I had... I've actually got a video on the channel for it. I had a console, an Xbox One original, came in for no power. And as I started working on it, I could smell a really funky smell that smelled a bit like cat wee. So I messaged the woman and I was like, has your cat peed in this? No, I said, do you know what happened to this? And she said, oh, I think my cat peed in it. She never told me until I asked, and it really pissed me off. Because if I'd have known, I would have never worked on it. I would have never worked on it if I'd have known. Beep on and beep off. No, this one works, but it's only displaying in 1080p in 640 by 480. Beep on, beep off it's a little bit finicky. It can be absolutely anything. Basically, a beep on, beep off is the system's detected an issue on one of the rails somewhere. So it could be RAM, could be the APU, could be the 3-volt rail, could be the 5-volt rail, could be USBs, power. It could be literally anything. It sounds crazy, but it's true. It literally could be anything. It literally pissed me off. Gotta have the yolk with it, mate. I can't eat dried eggs. Can't eat dried eggs. If it's turning white, but it's not actually turning the console, but then it's not turning the console on when you plug it in, or it's not turning white when you plug the console in, you've probably got a short somewhere on the 12-volt rail. I'll say probably because it's hard to say without looking, but without actually seeing the board, it's going to be really difficult to be able to give you any kind of guidance, really. This console is vile. If some pins are bridged on the HDMI port, that could cause it. That could well cause it. That's what I'm going to try changing on this first, I think. I'm going to try replacing the HDMI port. because this one's only displaying 640 by 480, but it does look like the HDMI port's a little bit damaged. Not the pins inside, but it's really loose, so it could well have a HDMI port issue. Oh, I'm gonna make my my mat all dirty again now. Yeah, if the side with the 5-volt pin, if the side with the 5-volt pin was short into maybe ground or to a data line, that could definitely cause an issue. And yeah, it could have also damaged the APU as well. If 5-volt has been sent through to a data line, that is possible. I haven't had any issues with the retimers from AliExpress. I'm assuming you mean for Xboxes. Damn it, I hate these. Get out. Right, well, this is absolutely disgusting. Ah, dear. Dear, 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 dear. Oh, look at that. Someone's damaged the fan as well. Lovely. Well, not damaged it, but it's loose. Right, let me just brush this down. Unfortunately not, mate. This was donated to me. Someone shit on the fan, pretty much. Yeah, this was donated to me, mate, and I think the crew that made them all got busted for hacking consoles. Still got a J-tagged Xbox. I didn't even know they existed. Is that the Xbox 360 or? Right, so I'm looking at this HDMI area. I don't see any issues. Let me just pop under the scope. Yeah, so that HDMI port is definitely a little bit worse for wear. But the last time I had an issue with these consoles only working 640 by 480, it was these two little transistor thingies here. Or MOSFETs, whatever they are, I don't know. But yeah, it was because of them. And that was on the Cat P console. Yeah, I don't see any signs of any liquid damage or anything like that. What components are they? Are they resistors? God knows. Is that a cracked diode? I know this is on the HDMI input side, but is that a crack in that diode? I've got another X-clamp tool. No, it's a hair. Never mind. It's just someone's pubes. Yeah, so last time I had an issue with 640 by 480 on an OG Xbox One, it was these two little components here. And it's been a while since I've had one of these. But I think what I'm going to need to do first is try replacing the HDMI port, because it is a little bit damaged, so... How's it going, Joseph? Welcome, mate. Yeah, the HDMI port's a little bit damaged. So it's not terrible, but it's not the greatest. So I'm wondering if that's possibly causing it. Now the question is, do I actually have a HDMI port? Because I don't know. To be honest, I probably don't. Because like I said, I don't really get these in anymore. I've got to go hunting now through my tubs. I mean, I can take one off a donor board, but... I don't think I'm going to have a HDMI port for these, if I'm being honest. Like I said, I don't really get them in very often, so... I haven't even had to replace a HDMI port on this particular console for probably about 6 months. Mainly because I do mainly business work and I don't generally do HDMI ports that often anymore. Whoops, sorry, my bad. But yeah, I probably going to need to pull one off a donor board. Yeah, I'm just going to put a donor. So when I pull a donor board, when I pull a HDMI port off a donor board, I don't use the HDMI. I don't use the HDMI output port. I only use the HDMI input port. Reason being is because if I use the HDMI output port, it's been used, whereas most of the HDMI input ports have not. On 90% of Xbox Ones, the input port don't get used. So I don't like to use the output one, but I do use the input one. I mean, these two are pretty mint on this donor board, but you can still see a little split in that one, so there's visible signs of it being used in the past, whereas this one, pristine. So I generally use them when I need to use a donor board. It's very, like I said, it's very rare I do a HDMI port these days. I'm going to have to buy some. I didn't even know I was out. One minute, 1 minute. I think you're a bit far from me, aren't you, mate? Oh, wrong one. See, a lot of people back in the day, what they'd do when they built the HDMI port when these first come out, was they'd take the HDMI input port off and swap them around. Of course, you can't do that on the new consoles because they don't have an HDMI input port, which is a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. Yeah, it's good to have donor boards just for when you do need something like a port. The only connector I've never replaced on these is the power connector. I've replaced every other connector on these before. So you can see I'm being a little bit rough with this one, but the reason for that is because I don't care about this board. This board's not the customer's board. That board's the donor board. So, I mean, even being a little bit rough, I still know how much pressure to put on it to take it off without damaging the pads. Done a few power connectors. I've never done one. I've done them on the Xbox One X, but never on these. But yeah, this port, I mean, you can visibly see that's never been used. Like, never been used, so I'm happy enough to use that. Right, so this is the customer's board. There you go. Just let it fall out. Just let it fall out. Yep, that'll do. Let's add a bit of flux. Right, crappy solder time. Damn it. My I used the power cable off my soldering iron for the power brick. Whoops. Now it's going to take longer to warm up, but never mind. Whoopsie. Well, that was odd. It was only showing up 410 degrees, and then it beeped. What I like to do with these is just scrape a little bit, just to get as much where that orange stuff is on the pads. I like to tin as much of that as I possibly can, because it makes it a lot easier to actually solder a new port in. You'll notice I'll just go in a circular motion just to make sure I don't damage the pins, or the pads rather. Right. Brand new certified used port. There you go. Just get rid of that bridge. Right, let's have a look at that. I'll just clean it up and then and then I'll test it out. It's a little bit awkward holding that up on an angle. Now I've lost my IPA toothbrush. Oh, there it is. Not likely to be 4 bad boss fetch, mate, but it is possible. I've had all 3 on an Xbox One S before. It's not very likely, but it is possible. Whoops. Thank you, Banana, for the $5, mate. I appreciate that. It's much appreciated, mate. Milano always there with the regular donations. Very much appreciated. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. Oops. I've got one loose there. Oh, there's a few. Oh, okay. What the hell? Dude! Loads of them loose. What the hell? You know what? Fine. We'll do it your way then, Mr. Xbox. We'll do it your way. No, I think it's not. I don't think it's quite level. Soldered the legs yet? Not yet, mate, no. No, I don't solder the legs until last minute. Ah, I screwed that up. Whoops. There you go. That should be good enough. Do 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 do. I'll just wait for the soldering iron to warm back up. Let's just drag it. Right, it's one little bridge to solve. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Or at least it should be. Cool, that'll do. Boston. I hadn't heard that word for a long time. Flip it round. Oh shit. I'm kind of setting fire to my workshop. Whoops. In case you're wondering, the wires for the bench power supply was touching the tip cleaner. Let's just say it's conductive. Let's just say it's conductive. Right. A little bit of a beep for a few seconds. Sorry, my bad. I really need to disable that thing. Just going to switch to a better tip. There we go. Right. Now where did my solder go? How do I keep losing things? Always lose everything. And then forget to put flux on. Huh? There you go. Can you hot swap tips? Yes, you can. Yeah, that's what the beeping is when I'm removing the tip. So if I remove the tip, it just basically beeps on me. And then it'll stop beeping after I put it back on. And then that other beep is to tell me it's heated up. Right, let's give that a try. First of all, I want to clean the inside of the port out. An essential thing to do when you do a HDMI port, just give the inside of the port a clean with IPA and a toothbrush. You always get flux inside the port, so always clean the port out. There you go. If you're doing this kind of thing regular as well, clean your HDMI ports regular, because you'll be amazed how much flux you get on them because of that specific reason. I'll do the same thing with the port, with the cable. Just clean it with IPA. Just gives it a better connection. You deserve support or work in the field of console maintenance on all the effort you were making. Thank you, mate. I really appreciate that. I genuinely do appreciate it. You're always there supporting the channel, and it really is. It definitely goes noticed. Let's put it that way. It's yeah, it's definitely appreciated. Actually, talking of support and donations, I'm actually quite surprised how well the videos are doing in terms of charity donations. I don't know if anyone's noticed, but I put a charity thing on the on some of the videos, like a fundraiser thing. There's this new thing on YouTube, so if anyone's got a YouTube channel, if you go to your monetization tab on YouTube, let me just show you. If you go to the monetization tab on your dashboard, and then click on giving, you can add a fundraiser. Mine is added to 50 videos. I think that's the maximum you can add it to, and it's raised $82, which is pretty cool. That's for cancer research. So when you see a fundraiser thing on the side of some of my videos, like there for example says fundraiser. Fundraiser, yeah, so on and so forth. You'll notice I've added it to most of the videos on the channel. I should have added it to that one, but for some reason it wouldn't let me. But yeah, most of the most recent videos I've put a fundraiser link on, because you know it took me what 10 minutes to do, and if it raises money for charity, it's great. You know, it's especially cancer research. I mean, I've definitely had people in my family who I've lost because of cancer. My granddad was just the latest, about 3 years ago. So yeah, it's nice to give back, even if it's not directly, even if it's just like putting a link on your channel and stuff. It's definitely nice to give back. The amount of dust flying off here, unbelievable. Unbelievable. IPA ain't worth drinking. Thank you, Sherlock. I appreciate the channel member, mate. Granddad and Mom died of cancer. That's really bad to hear, mate. Yeah, it's close to home. I mean, I lost my granddad a few years ago to bowel cancer and liver cancer. He was terminal for 4 years. He really did fight until the very end, which was nice to see. Like, it's amazing, their generation. Like, my granddad was 76, and funnily enough, he was born on the same day as my son. Or my son shares a birthday with him. He absolutely adored my son. Absolutely adored my son. But yeah, cancer. There's two reasons I support cancer, or cancer research rather. The number one reason, obviously, is because I lost my granddad to it. But the second reason is that technicians are at a higher risk of catching cancer, of developing cancer, because of all of the fumes and stuff. So it's closer to home than we think. Yeah, that is one of the problems. But even if only 10 only £10 went to the actual cause, like it still helps. It still helps. There's another one which I'm going to be changing it to once I hit $500. So once it raises $500, I'm going to be changing it to another one. It's in support of pancreatitis, which is what my mom died of. Thank you, Sherlock. I appreciate that, mate. Because you don't use your extract out. I do most of the time. I just keep forgetting. I do. It's just I'll just keep forgetting. I'm not keen on using it on video as well because it's the problem is it makes a little bit too much noise. But even if you use an extractor, there's still fumes getting into your body. But no, it's started giving me really bad headaches lately, so I've got to start using it. I've had to start using it. I had no choice because the fumes are giving me really bad headaches. When I do eventually build the new workshop, there's going to be fume extractors everywhere, literally everywhere, every corner of the room and on the desk. Like I'm going to be taking it a lot more seriously. I'm just cleaning this fan. Because right now I know I'm the first one to admit I don't take the fume extraction serious enough. I'm the first one to admit that. But when I rebuild as well, I want to get it so as it sucks all the dust out as them coming off the consoles as well. Because obviously dust is a big problem, especially in working with consoles that get really dusty. That's really sad to hear that he's Sheridan. Really, I'm sorry to hear that, mate. Oh, I do direct the fumes outdoors, mate. I do direct them outdoors. They go straight outside. Whoops. There you go. That's the fume extraction. It goes literally right outside. And there's the actual fume extractor there. And that's it there. So it sucks in from this pipe down here. It goes up there, through the fan, and then outside. It does go outside. It's just not airtight. It's not how I would like it to be. Not completely. Not completely. It needs reworking. Basically, this is the best of a bad situation. Thank you, Milano, for the channel member, mate. I really appreciate that. Bounty Castle Blower. I could do. But what I was thinking of doing was I was thinking of actually, when I rebuild it, I was thinking of having the fan itself outside and the ducting coming through an airtight hole in the wall. And then obviously just putting a waterproof box around the or rather a water resistant box around the fan outside. That was what I was going to do. And then obviously have what do you call it as well? An outdoor socket as well. You know, to power the fan itself. It's yeah, it's definitely a work in progress. But the fumes do go outside, contrary to belief. I do have a fume extractor and it does go outside. I just keep forgetting to use it. Partly because I didn't use it for so long. You know what the funny thing is? You know the company I used to work for? Absolutely no fume extraction whatsoever. Not one bit. Nowhere even in the room to put it. Oh mate, trust me, that the neighbour's dog pisses me off anyway. I don't really care. I don't care if it's noisy for the neighbours. The neighbour's dog pisses me off anyway. He's barking now. I'm pretty sure you can hear it. Every time I go to record a video, he barks. Every time. So yeah, I don't really care too much about pissing the neighbours off. They're not even neighbours. It's another street. It's a completely different street. But to be fair, actually, the funny thing is, they sent a message to my neighbour, to my next door neighbour, whose family sent a message to him and said, "I can see you grow." For those of you that don't know, a grow is a cannabis crop. They said, "I can see you grow." And he sent a message back and said, "What the hell are you on about?" He said, "Through your shed." He said, "What?" He's like, "There's ducting coming through your, the back of your wall. I can see you grow." I burst out laughing. Genuinely burst out laughing. I'd love for the police to actually turn up and try and find a crop in here. It'd be hilarious. They come in looking for a crop and they find someone sitting here YouTube streaming and a fume extractor. I just told him to send a message back and say it's not a crop, but thanks for the concern, and he did. So it was quite funny though. That was when I first set the workshop up as the shed up as a workshop. So I've always had that ducting there, and I've always had the fan there. I just rarely use it. How's it going, Anonymous? Welcome, mate. Sausages through the letterbox with rat poison. I like animals, but every time I go to hit record, that dog barks. I don't know if anyone could hear that on the microphone. As I started talking about it, it started barking. I think part of it is the fact that you can see the lights on in the workshop through the shed, through the back wall, because of obviously the fan being there and the vent. So you can see that the lights are on, and I think that annoys the dogs a little bit, but it is what it is. I mean, to be fair, some days I go to hit record and I literally have to put the console that I'm working on to one side because they're shouting too much. Yeah, you heard it. Yeah, let's see. So the time it was a strip club and the vent was decaying. I like that. No, but it's funny how I see a little bit of ducting. I mean, I'm going to be honest. That is a grow fan. It come off the scrap. That is actually a grow fan. Like, it came off the scrap and there was a massive pile of grow lights and all sorts there. I actually used a grow light in the workshop for a long time. And in fact, that's it. It's a 100 watt LED grow light. Sorry, 120 watt, 6,000 lumens. Very, very bright light. I used that for, well, I only changed it recently when I got the, a month ago? That's what the fan was. That's why I had to have the audio filters on. Because my brother-in-law's a scrap man and he picked up a shitload of grow equipment which the police had chucked out on the scrap after they'd busted someone's crop. And I was like, yep, I'll have that light, I'll have that ducting, I'll have that fan. That'll come in handy for me, thank you very much. And you know what? It worked for a long time, actually. Over a year. Like, what, 16, 17 months? I don't know, however long I've been in here for. Actually, no, about a year, sorry. About a year. I hate these things. Yeah, that's what I mean. It was an awesome studio light, and it still is. The only problem is, it's got a big fan on it, and you have to have audio filters. And it's bright as hell as well. It's bright as hell. Haha, for the neighbouring pleasing. Yeah, it is bright as hell. Like the power that puts out is unreal. It really is. Like the amount of light it puts out, it literally brightens up the entire workshop. That one light alone. brightens up the entire workshop. You don't need nothing else apart from that, but I got rid of that because I didn't want to have to put the have the audio filters so high. So I got rid of it and ended up putting proper studio lights in. The same as the ones that were in the soft boxes. I haven't fixed that soft box yet. The one that went bang on the last stream. I tried to get the metal piece out and I can't get it out. I might end up having to change the actual holder, the actual fitment. Can't even send it back under warranty because it was my fault. Right, I'm going to leave this out of the chassis, and I'm just going to pop the hard drive and the power button on. I think. See if it solves the issue. So just hard drive and power button. If you get another, let me know. Mate, you come across them all the time, honestly. My area is really, really bad for cannabis grows. Really bad. Like, I'll guarantee there's 2 in every street, at least. At least around this area, 2 in every street, guaranteed. So they're getting busted by the police literally day in, day out. My area is absolutely shocking for it. Absolutely shocking for it. Right, I'm gonna do that just to turn it on. A pair of tweezers works well. It's the top and the second pin from the bottom, by the way. The top pin on the power button for this to short it to actually get it to turn on. Bridge the top pin and the second from the bottom with a pair of tweezers. I need to turn the console on. Ow! I caught my finger. Oh dear. But yeah, my brother-in-law comes across them all the time. Right, let's see if we've got... Oh, that looks like 1080p to me. That looks like 1080p to me. Looks pretty good too. Looks pretty good. Right, let me just hook up the controller because I've got no Wi-Fi card connected. So just hook up the controller and verify it's got 1080p. I did have a feeling it would be the HDMI port, to be honest. I don't know why Console Repair London didn't check that. Settings. TV. Yep. There you go. 1080 and 720. Good enough for me. Good enough for me. Cool. I'm happy. Oh, you can tell who's growing everywhere, mate. It's one of them. You can tell who's doing it everywhere. Doesn't matter where you are. To be honest, I mean, I don't think it really matters where you are in the country. Like if you live in the UK, you'll probably know there's going to be a grow at least every 2 streets away from you. Don't matter where you are. And there is that. There's no bloody snow on the roof. Yeah, that's a dead giveaway, that, mate. Right, well, I've just got to finish getting rid of the dust. definitely had a coffee spill before, by the way. Or tea. Yeah, he'll probably charge you like 20 quid for a set. Like for the fan and the ducting, mate. To be honest, he won't charge you much. He does usually sell them, but I mean, obviously, I help him with like his work on his car and crap like that. So he give me mine for free, but he'll probably sell you one dead cheap. Like, he wouldn't charge you a lot. Guarantee he wouldn't charge a lot. But yeah, I'll speak to him tomorrow and I'll see what he says. He comes on here sometimes. I think his nickname's Kempe. He does come on sometimes. And Tags as well, one of the moderators, Tags, his dad, my other brother-in-law, he's a scrap man as well. But he wouldn't charge you much for them. But they make perfect fume extractors, that's the thing. Like, they literally do make perfect fume extractors. But you really can't grumble for what they are. How much they cost to buy one off a scrap man for what they do. Because they're really strong. Done P13 and M92. Can BQ stop the Paris switching on? Yes. It can, because BQ directly controls the battery. So where's he from? He lives like 2-3 streets away from me. Kempy lives 2-3 streets away from me. In fact, I see my sister. It's my twin sister's boyfriend. I see him. Well, I see my sister every day at school. I don't see him unless he's bringing something up. He actually dropped me 2 PS4s off the other day, which come off the scrap. Yeah, he dropped me 2 PS4s off. I need to do a video on them. He wants me to try and make one and then split the profits. Had the police pop round asking about my grow setup in my shed, and they walked away well happy. Yeah, that's it's quite funny. You know what? It really is funny because, like, I mean, obviously I used to just scrap myself, and like whenever we find stuff like grow equipment, we don't chuck it, we sell it. Like, we used to sell it. Like, we used to just sell the grow equipment because it's worth money, like a lot of money. Like, in fact, I'm going to get a carbon filter off him because, like, the carbon filters alone are like 100 quid. So I'm going to get him to drop me a carbon filter for when I rebuild. And actually filter the air properly before it even goes outside. And but yeah, we used to sell the equipment, and I had a load in my car the one day. Like, a load of used equipment in my car. And the police pulled me over because I was I'd missed my turning, and it was like the road was empty, so I just reversed back and turned up, and the police pulled me over and they was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Turning around, missed my turning." I said, "What are you going in the car?" I said, "Equipment." He literally tried to seize the equipment, and I was like, "What are you doing, mate?" I was like, "It ain't illegal to have this stuff." I said, "Unless I'm doing something illegal, it's not illegal to possess hydroponics equipment. Like, that's the law in this country. I can possess as much of it as I want, and as long as I'm not doing anything illegal with it, they can't do squat." Like, they can raid your house, they can use it for intel and raid your house, but that's about it. That's literally about it. Oh well, let them raid the house. I don't mind. I don't mind. They're never going to find anything at my house. Well, maybe the odd spliff off Sarah's. Sarah smokes it, but don't interest me. Never has and never will. But I know a lot about it because of the kind of people I grew up with. Refer to 2213. What's that, mate? Oh, Gosket. Yeah, Gosket's pretty bad for it. Gosket's pretty bad for it. Is that where you actually live, Andy? If it is, I didn't know you was that close. But yeah, it's not actually illegal to possess the equipment as long as you're not doing anything illegal with it. So, please can't say squat. Teach you how to grow it in school. 180 on eBay for a 10-inch fan ducting and filter. Yeah, that's about right, yeah. I think the fan and ducting's around about, when depending on how much ducting you've got, it's around about 70, 80 quid for the fan and ducting. And this is a 10-inch. This one I've got is a 10-inch. I mean, I could reduce it. I could reduce it. You can buy a reducer for like a £5. I think I'm actually going to do that. I think I'm going to reduce it to like 6-inch or 8-inch. And then get one of them cones for it. Oh, you're from Norton Keynes? Oh, okay. Yeah, that still isn't that far though. In fact, my brother-in-law actually lives in Bloxwich. Funnily enough. My brother-in-law is actually from Bloxwich. So, even closer. One of them, anyway. Tags, the other moderator, my nephew, he don't come on very often. Mainly because he smashed his monitor last week and had to borrow one off me. I was going to borrow him my spare curved one, and I was like, nah, stuff that. They've started to rebuild Gosket, actually. Some of it, I think. Refer to 2213 in chat time. Why, did I miss something? I don't actually know how to get. I don't actually know how to pull up timestamps on the chat. To be honest with you, I'll be honest. I genuinely don't. But yeah, the police are funny when they think you've got to grow, especially around here. They busted over 1,000 plants in a building literally 2 streets from me, in an old abandoned warehouse. They've turned the abandoned warehouse into flats now, but there's like well over 1,000 plants in one little abandoned warehouse. On the estate being built 20 years after knocking it down. Yeah, pretty much. My dad was brought up in Gosket. Well, not Gosket. Parts of Gosket at times. Most of the time he was brought up in Bloxwich, but he lived in Gosket for a good many years. He was a shithole back then as well. He was actually worse back then. Same as Blakenall. Blakenall was pretty rough. But then now, you go down there now, it's absolutely fine. It's quiet as a mouse. I'm just cleaning this case as I go, by the way. I still need to give this a full test. I need to test the disk drive and the Wi-Fi. Just make sure that works. I think I'm probably going to make this my last one for the night, I think. I'm a little bit tired, to be honest. Probably going to make this my last one for the night. I want to put it back together because I keep fixing consoles and then I'll be like, yeah, I'll put it back together in the morning. And then comes to the morning, I'm like, oh, I'll do it later. Comes to later, and I'll be like, oh, I can't be arsed. And then it ends up just sitting on a shelf, waiting to be reassembled for like 2 days. Just my editing. I don't fix PS3s, mate, to be honest. They're too old. They're not worth the time. They're not worth the time to justify the cost these days. Some people on the Discord channel will fix it. But personally myself, I haven't got the experience in them, and it's not worth me gaining the experience to be able to offer them as a repair service because of how old they are. But there are people in the Discord who who do fix them still actively now. So if you want to type in !Discord in chat, and there'll be a Discord link where you can get in touch with someone who's definitely going to be more than willing to offer that repair. Yeah, cheers, Steve. Have a good night, mate. If you're leaving, thanks for hanging out, mate. I appreciate it. I don't know where the conversation ended up onto growing weed. It's nice to just natter sometimes. I might do a Q&A soon, a Q&A video soon. So I might set up a dedicated Q&A room in Discord just for people to go and ask questions where I can answer them on a video. Man, this console was filthy. Absolutely filthy. Ugh. Disgusting. Alright, well that's the cleanest that's getting. Right, let's make sure I've... Yeah. Just making sure I connected that Wi-Fi connector up, because I always forget them. And then I'll get the customer messaging me saying, it's not connecting to Wi-Fi, my controller's not syncing. I have to go down to the house and fix it for free, because it's my fault. Oh dear. Oh no, forgot a screw. Hang on. Hate these consoles. Now, they're not bad, but they get annoying. They do get annoying. Yeah, I mean, it depends on... Well, it doesn't matter where you... It doesn't matter where you... It doesn't matter what house you live in, you're going to get dust. Obviously, some houses are dirtier than others, but... I don't judge a house based on... Well, usually I don't judge a house based on the console. I have a couple of times. And once I turned out I was right. I went in the person's house and it was absolutely filthy. Absolutely disgusting. I was stepping over clothes and rubbish on the floor. It was vile. I literally went in, dropped the console off, and I was like, look mate, I've got to go. I just made up an excuse. I was just like, look mate, I've got to go, I'm sorry. If I hadn't made up an excuse, I probably would have had to say something, but you have to be professional. So I was like, right, there's your console. Unfortunately, I've got to go, can you pay me? And I just went. Very loud and crashes on games. If it's very loud, it very likely needs a service. If it's crashing on games, it could be because it's overheating, could be the hard drive. They're generally fairly simple to fix, to be honest. Well, for people with, you know, the experience and knowledge, all very straightforward to learn how to replace the hard drive and how to clean the system if you're not experienced as well. You'll be amazed how simple they are to actually get into. How's it going, Pete? Welcome, mate. Was it wipe your feet on the way out? Yeah. It was get a tetanus jab on the way out, mate. That's what it was. No, honestly, it was bad. It was bad. Right. My nose is really itching now. Right, well, because of how dirty this is, the customer will have to pay for the service. I'll only add £10 on top, but I'm adding some on top for the service. Because there was no way I could put it back together like that. No way on earth I could put that back together like that. I don't generally charge any extra to clean the console out, unless than this bad, and this one was bad. So I mean, it's London that pays it, not the customer. London won't. Console Repair London won't. Doesn't mind me charging a little bit extra for the service when they're really dirty. He's told me that before, so it's him that ends up paying it, not the customer. Well, I got a job that Sarah might enjoy tomorrow if she's bored. I know she's not watching. She said she didn't feel well. I don't think she's gone to bed. But she might enjoy cleaning the edges of this out. Maybe. Oh dear. Don't tell her I said that. Oh yeah, I'll guarantee this console was getting hot, yeah. Guarantee you. Now, look at that, I've already brushed that out once. I don't know if that's coming across on the camera, but actually no, it's a little bit out of view. Very slightly. Yeah, that was not good. Yeah, Sarah can do that tomorrow. That's disgusting. I'm sure she won't mind. Clean console, happy console. Yep. Oh, very true. Sorry, I'm whoa. Well, I'm dropping things, but I'm also yawning. I'm a little bit tired. Right. Oh, well. I mean, look at that. Like, you can't tell me a service isn't justified on that. Actually, I'm going to open up my my kids' Xbox Series S's soon. Well, when we get to the 6-month mark, and do a comparison on how dusty they are. Yeah, that's starting to affect me now. Right. Nice new HDMI port. Get the Hoover out. And get the sledgehammer out and knock this shed down. Why is that displaying your 640 again? Stop it! I did shut it down incorrectly, I think. No, I didn't, actually. What the hell? Well, this might have other issues, but if it does, tough. If it does, I'll sort it tomorrow. Let me breathe, please. I need air. Yeah, your chat's are getting through, Sherlock. Yeah. What, did I miss something, mate? I'm sorry if I did. Why? Oh, why is that in 720p again? 640 again. Ugh. Well, I guess the HDMI port didn't fix it then. Okay, now it's in 1080p. What the hell? What did I miss, mate? Oh, about the X-clamp tool. Okay, mate. Yeah. I can give that away to someone. Yeah. Thank you, mate. What do I use for my overhead cam? I use my phone, mate. It's a Samsung S20 Ultra. Yeah, it's just my phone. Right, let me shut this down. Something else is wrong with this. I'll have to have another look tomorrow. Actually, let me test the disk drive. Let me just make sure the disk drive works. How's it going, Goody? Welcome, mate. I'm good, thanks, mate. Yeah, I'm about to end the stream, to be honest, because it's the dust's getting to me. Ooh. Disk drives don't sound healthy either. Yeah, cheers, Sherlock. Thank you, mate. I'll give that to someone on the stream, yeah. Okay, well, is that the issue that it's coming for? I don't know why it's displaying in 640, but I guess I've just replaced that HDMI port for free because that wasn't the issue it's coming for. It doesn't say anything on the ticket apart from free inspection. I'm going to have to contact London and see what the deal is with this, but the disk drive's not working either. It's not loading up FIFA 17. It's been smoking too much weed. Yeah, it sounds about right, mate. Dear. But yeah, never mind. I'll sort it tomorrow. Stuff it. I've messed my camera up and everything. To be fair, I mean, battery's going dead on the phone as well, so. Note 20 Ultras aren't bad. Yeah, the Note 20 is pretty good as well. My sister's got the Note 20. Yeah, I'm on 9% battery. Just in the HDMI port. No, it's I don't think it's coming for that. That could be my capture card just playing up. Thank you, Mr. Walkman. I appreciate that, mate. Yeah, I think it's coming for a disk drive issue because it's not loading the disk. So maybe it's coming for a disk drive issue. And I don't know. I'll sort it out tomorrow. I'll speak to London. Sounds like the hard drive's not too healthy either. You can't buy them now. Yeah, I did. I think I looked for them myself a while ago and I couldn't buy them. I could probably get my brother-in-law to make them. He's pretty good with metalwork. Yeah, I'll sort this tomorrow now. I can't really be working on it now. It's getting a bit late and all that dust's getting to my chest. So, yeah, I'm going to leave that as it is. I mean, quite obviously no fixes tonight, but never mind. Well, not since I've been streaming. But never mind. At least the HDMI port was a success, I guess. But yeah, I'll leave it there for tonight because it's just getting on my chest and my phone's dying as well. Thank you all for hanging out. I'm sure I'll have something to stream tomorrow. And I'll definitely have some videos tomorrow as well. Yeah, I'll give it away, mate. No problem. Yeah, thank you everyone for hanging out. It's been fun, and I'll see you all tomorrow.